What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I hope you've had an excellent month of September. Now, we are getting ready because tomorrow is a brand new month. So October is upon us, and we have a very, very busy month next month. So thank you very much to BurksG for providing us with this awesome calendar that we can refer to. And we are going to take a closer look at this calendar, see what's going on in the month of October, see where we want to be dropping our pulls, etc., etc. So, of course, tomorrow morning, which is Tuesday the 1st, we are going to have Zidane, the new hero of the month in the portal. I believe he's running it very fast. We always like very fast speed heroes, so it's going to be interesting to see what he does. We will take a closer look at him on the channel tomorrow. So if you aren't subscribed yet, then please remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any updates, hero reviews, etc. We also got the legendary troop summon and the Tavern of Legends running at the moment with Lazara featured. Of course, we do know about him already. And we've got Dima, who's in the Goblins portal at the moment. Now, the big news again tomorrow is going to be the registration for the War of Three Kingdoms and a new War of Three Kingdoms costume for Guan Yu, which is going to be interesting because at the moment, heroes like Cao Cao and Costume Diachan and Zhuge Liang, they've been benefiting massively from the Unstoppable Minions passive. But of course, Guan Yu doesn't summon any minions. He bypasses minions on his attack. So we're going to see, I'm not sure whether or not he's going to really stand up, you know, as one of those sort of meta heroes that we're seeing coming out of the costumes of the Three Kingdoms. But of course, he'll get a bump in his stats and everything else. So that'll be interesting. And then we have on Wednesday morning, pardon me, the costume of elements. And we are going to have the nature costume of elements going to be featuring Fungustine and Muktus, who looks a weird looking lizard type slimy dude. So we're going to get to have a closer look at him. The slime family definitely dominating at the top at the moment. Of course, with the release of Sludgus. So if he's anything like what we've been seeing for Sludgus, that should be a really, really interesting hero in that portal. And that is going to take us right through until Friday, Saturday, when we will see the opening of the Judgment of June, so the June's portal. And it looks like the costume chamber will be opening up on Sunday to take us through to the end of the first week. So in the June's portal, we will be seeing a costume for Papyrus. To be honest, he could do with that Unstoppable Minion passive. If there's any hero that deserves a bump up in the Season 5 portal, I would say that Papyrus is definitely right up there. He was never great when he was released. He never really made that big of an impact. So kind of a missed hero there. We'll see what the costume holds for him. And then the costume chamber is going to be featuring, finally, at long last, the third costume, the Toon costume for Cadillac. And that, I believe, and I'm hoping, is going to be an excellent costume for her. I could really do with a costume for my Cadillac. Don't even have the costume one yet, but you know, we can all live in hope and dream. So that should be a pretty decent portal, and that will be our last toon that is released. So upon the release of that costume chamber, any hero that you pull in that portal from Sunday going onwards, you will get a toon of that hero. So that is really a big step in the right direction for people who are looking to beef up their toon arsenal. The Mythic Titan we will have as well. That will be on Monday the 7th. And that's going to be the Nature Element Mythic Titan. And then we will have the Clash of Knights event. It says that one's going to be featuring Cecilia, Armel, and Teddy. And sorry for this, but that's going to be on the Wednesday. So nobody new from that portal. If it does stay as is, I wouldn't say that that's going to be the best portal for anyone to be pulling in. None of those heroes are going to be super duper impactful and game changing on your rosters. However, we do also have the Valhalla portal, which is going to open on the Thursday morning. That's the 10th. And that is going to be featuring my man, Blue Loki. And if you do not have a costume for Loki, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are interested in pulling in that portal, myself included. We will have to see how things go. I might be already tapped out by the time it comes around. But anyways, moving into the end of the second week, it looks like we're going to have a fire contest of, no, it's going to be a covenant. Is that a covenant quest? Oh yeah, okay. It's going to be a covenant quest. So it doesn't say there's going to be a covenant portal. As you know, from if you've watched the channel for a little bit, I really do want them to get back to featuring the covenant portal when the covenant quest is featured. They haven't quite got the timing down with that one, I don't think. And then in week 3, the Monday the 14th, we're going to have the Astral Elves open up featuring Lemonwood and Hammerclang. That is to be determined. However, if it is featuring Lemonwood, then obviously you know my thoughts on him. He's an absolute monster, as is Hammerclang. So I think the Astral Elves at the moment are probably some of the most coveted heroes in the game. So you'd be doing well to pull in that portal if you are sort of needing those Astral Elves, which I think a lot of us feel that sort of need at the moment, where they're very, very good counters, especially, again, for heroes like Sludgers, who they never miss the dodge, and also, you know, just the passives, the family bonus, the skills that the Astral Elves have, they all seem to work very well together. So I'll probably put them above the goblins in terms of how good they are in the game at the moment. And then we've got the Atlantis Rises portal. So you're going to be farming. Make sure you got your loot tickets ready to go for the 15th of October. And that portal not really featuring anybody interesting, except now that I think about it, Ursina has been called upon, and she's actually a really good counter to Holy Heroes, still actually very, very usable. You can use the Christmas hero, the Gothic chick, as well, but that Reflect against Holy can come in clutch, but I wouldn't recommend just pulling in that portal if that's your only reason for doing so. And then midweek, we're going to have a return to Sanctuary. So the Gargoyles portal will be opening up on Thursday, the 17th of October. As of yet, we do not know who is going to be in that portal. But to be fair, I've been very impressed by the new Gargoyles, so that should be a good one as well. And then the Untold Tales will be opening up on I believe that's now Saturday, the 19th of October. And in there, we will have Atlantia, Costume Gestalt, and I believe that should be Costume for Gellert. Pardon me. Not that impressed by Gellert, to be honest. I feel like he's just lacking a little bit, but we'll see what the costume holds for him. And then in week 4, on the Tuesday morning, we're going to have the Owl Tower. Again, it says to be determined, so we can't really predict all of the heroes well in advance. But just going off of this, I would say that Timaeus is going to be a prize there. And Relius is also probably one of my favorite healers in the game. But Fulvia, kind of a booby prize in that portal, unfortunately. Tremors of the Underworld will return that week as well, and we'll be seeing Costume Crave Crush, Costume Zenobia, and Costume Akarog. I think we're pretty much there with all of the costumes at the moment in that portal. And then again on the Sunday, the 27th of October, we'll see the Costume Chamber coming back again, and it says we're going to be featuring Thorn, who's actually really, really good, and Costume 3 for Leonidas, the tune for Leonidas, probably one of the more versatile heroes, so you'd be doing well in that as well. Tavern of Legends, we don't know who's going to be featured in there yet. And then the Contest of Elements, we've got Nylora and Joltin here as placeholders, but I'm hoping that that will actually not be them, and we will see more heroes introduced in from the Slime family. So for now, that is what is going to be going on in the month of October. Also on the 30th, that is going to be great for me because I get to get a little Toma Tactics, which is always very useful. So as far as what we've got going on, it is a busy month, and I'm sure it'll only get busier as things go on. But just looking over this calendar, I think that the best sort of places to be dropping some pulls in here are definitely going to be this initial week where we've got the War of Three Kingdoms and the Contest of Elements running both at the same time. I think those two portals are going to be excellent. The portal that's featuring Costume Catalan, so the Costume Summon is going to be great. Nothing else really standing out to me until the Astral Elves portal in week 3. And that is pretty much it, if I'm totally honest, for the whole of the month. So Costume Chamber, Astral Elves, and then the Contest of Elements and War of Three Kingdoms, just as a quick sort of advice on where I would say is going to be the best place to try and drop your pulls if you do have some saved up. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this calendar. So hopefully we do see some interesting bits and bobs added as we go along. Obviously, I'll keep you guys updated. But like I said before, please do drop me a comment. Let me know where you guys are thinking of pulling this month. If you are thinking of pulling this month, if you think that some of the heroes are just not worth it. And also drop us a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, share it with your mother, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.